Hello, everyone. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much.
This is the Textron Theater.
And this is Helen Hayes.
Textron, maker of finest textile products, through the cooperation of America's great retail stores, presents a new radio series of finest plays starring Miss Helen Hayes. And here is Miss Hayes.
Thank you. Tonight's play is The Happy Journey to Trenton and Camden. On the Textron poll of favorite plays you wish to hear, there were many write-in suggestions. The Happy Journey is one of them. It was written by Thornton Wilder, the author of Our Town, and has the same simple, nostalgic charm.
Textron performs every step in creating radiant, finished fashions for you and your home. Textron products are made to a music that begins with a whirl of spindles. Magic man-made fibers are spun on whirling spools till the Textron yarn is feather-light and giant strong. Woven to the music of harp-like looms, the Textron patterns rise like melodies, and the Textron dyes are chords of color, warp of shadow, weft of sun, glimmering, shimmering miles of loveliness. Click go the cutters, hum go the stitchers, with parachute precision in a flowing undertone, till the Textron products gleam in finished perfection. Draperies, bedspreads, shower curtains, hostess coats, lingerie, menswear, myriads of fashions. And wherever it appears, the Textron label is a symbol of strength and beauty blended like music, every step of the way from the raw fiber to the finished Textron masterpiece. And here is The Happy Journey to Trenton and Camden, starring Helen Hayes as Ma.
Newark, New Jersey is an American city of 430,000 people, and all of them are very much like the people of Springfield or Little Rock or South Bend or Hartford. Now, if you came from any of these typical American cities, perhaps you lived on the kind of street that the Kirbys lived on in Newark. A street of shingled houses, plain, unpretentious, where nothing exciting ever happened, but where sometimes you wish you could live again. And the chances are that sometime or other your family took a trip like the one the Kirbys took so long ago. A trip during which nothing much happened, but one which you remember will be a wistful smile as a very happy journey, such as the Kirbys' journey was. Always before a family can get settled into the family automobile, there are preparations. And always the mother, who in Springfield or Little Rock or South Bend or Hartford, is called Ma. Always she is the center of these preparations. With the Kirbys of Newark, it's that way, too, of course.
Where's your pa? Why isn't he here? I declare we'll never get started.
Ma, where's my hat? I guess I don't go if I can't find my hat.
Go out into the hall and see if it isn't there. Where's Caroline gone to now, the plagued child?
She's out waiting in the street talking to the Jones girls. I just looked in the hall 1,000 times, Ma, and my hat isn't there.
Go and look again, I say. Look carefully. You don't leave Newark without that hat. Make up your mind to that. I don't go on no journeys with a hoodlum.
Oh, Ma.
Oh, Mrs. Schwartz.
Here I am, Mrs. Kirby. Are you going yet?
I guess we're going in just a minute. How's the baby?
Oh, she's all right now. We slapped her on the back and she spit it up.
Isn't that fine? Well, now, Mrs. Schwartz, if you'll be good enough to give the cat a saucer of milk in the morning and in the evening, I'll be ever so grateful to you. Oh, good afternoon, Mrs. Hobmeyer.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Kirby. I hear you're going away.
Oh, just for 3 days, Mrs. Hobmeyer, to see my married daughter, Beulah, in Camden.
Oh?
Elmer's got his vacation week from the laundry early this year, and he's just the best driver in the world.
Ma, Arthur can't find his hat.
Well, Caroline, he'll just have to find it. I declare, Mrs. Hobmeyer, my children misplace everything.
Oh, that's the way mine are, too. Is the whole family going?
Oh, yes, all 4 of us that's here. The change ought to be good for the children. My married daughter was downright sick a while ago.
Oh, my. Yes, I remember you telling us.
And I just want to go and see the child. I ain't seen her since then. I just won't rest easy in my mind without I see her. Caroline, can't you say good afternoon to Mrs. Hobmeyer?
Good afternoon, Mrs. Hobmeyer.
Good afternoon, dear. Well, I'll wait and beat these rugs until after you're gone, because I don't want to choke you. Well, I hope you have a good time and find everything all right.
Thanks, Mrs. Havemeyer. I hope I will. Well, I guess that milk for the cat's all, Mrs. Schwartz. If you're sure you don't mind.
Mind? It's nothing at all.
If anything should come up, the key to the back door is hanging by the icebox.
Ma, not so loud. Everybody can hear you.
Stop pulling my dress, Caroline. The key to the back door I'll leave hanging by the icebox. And I'll leave the screen door unlocked. Don't worry.
Now, have a good trip, dear. And give my love to Lulie.
I will. And thank you 1,000 times. What can be keeping Pa?
I can't find my hat, Ma.
Well, why didn't you put it where it belongs?
I did.
When?
After we went riding Sunday.
Where'd you put it?
Where I always put it, on top of the icebox.
Is that where it belongs?
No, but it's where I always put it.
Well, if you'd put it there, it'd be there now. So think, Arthur, where'd you put it?
On top of the icebox. Honest, Ma, I've looked every day since, and it's been there all the time. It was even there this morning. I'm pretty sure. Somebody took it off just to get me in Dutch.
Arthur, if you're trying to say I took your old hat.
Well, somebody took it. Now, I put it right there on top of the icebox, and it isn't...
Children, that's enough of that. Oh, hello, Pa.
Hello. Ready to start? Here's Arthur's hat. He must have left it in the car Sunday.
That's a mercy. Now we can start. Caroline, Kirby, what have you done to your cheeks?
Nothing.
If you've put anything on them, I'll slap you.
Oh, no, Ma, of course I haven't. I just rubbed them to make them red. All the girls do that at high school when they're going places.
Such silliness I never saw. Pa, what kept you?
I just went to the garage and had Charlie give a last look at it, Kate.
I'm glad you did. I wouldn't like to have a breakdown miles from anywhere. Arthur, put those marbles away. Anybody'd think you didn't want to go on a journey to look at
All
you.
right.
Pa, you carry the bag out.
I got it.
Caroline, you take this cake.
Yes, Ma.
I'll go make sure the gas is turned off. My, it'll be good to see Beulah again.
Here, you boys. You keep away from that car.
Those Sullivan boys put their heads into everything.
I'm going to sit in front.
No, I am.
Oh, you sat in front Sunday, Arthur.
Wouldn't you like to sit in back with your mother, Arthur?
Oh, all right, Ma. Okay. Goodbye, Mildred. Goodbye, Helen. Goodbye, Mrs. Kirby. I hope you have a good time.
Goodbye, girl.
Goodbye, Mrs. Kirby. The car looks fine.
Oh, goodbye, Mrs. Schwartz. Yes, we think it's the best little Chevrolet in the world. Oh, just for 3 days, Mrs. Adler, to see my married daughter in Camden.
Have a good time.
Bye.
Have a good time. Give my regards to Lulie. Goodbye.
Pa, don't go by the school. Mr. Biedenbach might see us.
I don't care if he does see us. I guess I can take my children out of school for one day without having to hide down back streets about it.
Hello, Fred.
Who was that you spoke to, Pa?
That was the fellow who arranges our banquets down at the lodge, Kate.
Is he the one that had to buy 400 steaks?
That's the fellow.
I declare I'm glad I'm not him.
Yeah, it's getting better already. Take deep breaths, children.
Gee, it's almost open fields already. Weber and Heilbronn are suits for well-dressed men. Ma, can I have one of them someday?
If you graduate with good marks, perhaps your father will let you have one for graduation.
Oh, Pa, do we have to wait while that whole funeral goes by?
Of course we do.
Take off your hat, Arthur. Look at your father. Why, Elmer, I do believe that's a Lodge brother of yours. See the banner? I suppose that's the Elizabeth branch.
Yeah, that's right.
Gee, it's a big funeral.
Well, we haven't forgotten the one we went on, have we? We haven't forgotten our good Harold. He gave his life for his country. We mustn't forget that. Well, we'll all hold up the traffic for a few minutes someday.
Ma.
Well, I'm ready, children. I hope everybody in this car is ready. And I pray I go first, Elmer. Yes.
Here comes the hearse.
Bow your heads, children. We should show proper respect for the dead.
Ma, everybody's looking at you.
Oh, hold your tongue. I don't care what a lot of silly people in Elizabeth, New Jersey think of me.
Fit Right Suspenders, the working man's choice. Pa, why do they spell right R-I-T-E?
So it'll make you stop and ask about it, Missy?
Papa, you're teasing me. Ma, why do they say 300 rooms, 300 baths?
Miller's spaghetti, the family's favorite dish. Ma, why don't you ever have spaghetti?
Go along. You'd never eat it.
Oh, Ma, I like it now.
It looks so wonderful up there. Ma, make some when we get home.
The management is always happy to receive suggestions. We aim to please.
Well, I guess no one's complaining, Kate. Everybody knows you're a good cook.
I don't know whether I'm a good cook or not, but I know I've had practice. At least I've cooked 3 meals a day for 25 years.
Oh, Ma, you went out to eat once in a while.
Mm-hmm. That made it a leap year.
Oh, Ma, I love going in the country like this. Let's do it often, Ma.
Goodness, smell that air, will you? It's got the whole ocean in it. Elmer, drive careful over that bridge. This must be New Brunswick we're coming to.
Ma, when's the next comfort station?
You don't want one. You just said that to be awful.
Yes, he did. He's terrible. He says that kind of thing right out in school, and I want to sink through the floor, Ma. He's terrible.
Oh, don't get so excited about nothing, Miss Proper. I guess we're all human beings in this car. At least as far as I know. And Arthur, you try to be a gentleman. Elmer, don't hit that collie dog.
Dog almost run into us.
Look kind of peaked to me. Needs a good, honest bowl of leavings. It's a pretty dog, too. That's a pretty advertisement for Chesterfield cigarettes, isn't it? Looks kind of like Beulah a little.
Ma,
Hmm?
can't I take a paper route with the Newark Daily Post?
No, you cannot. No, sir. I hear they make the paper boys get up at 4:30 in the morning. No son of mine is going to get up at 4:30 every morning, not if it's to make $1 million. Your Saturday evening post route on Thursday mornings is enough.
Oh, Ma.
No, sir. No son of mine is going to get up at 4:30 and miss the sleep God meant him to have.
Huh. Ma's always talking about God. I guess she got a letter from him this morning.
Elmer, stop that automobile this minute.
Huh? What's the matter?
I don't go another step with anybody that says things like that. Arthur, you can get out of this car. Pa, you give him another $1 bill. He can go back to Newark by himself. I don't want him along.
What did I say? There wasn't anything terrible about that.
I didn't hear what he said, Kate.
God has done a lot of things for me, and I won't have him made fun of by anybody. Go away. Go away from
Oh,
me.
Ma, don't spoil the ride.
No.
Oh, we might as well go on, Kate, since we got started. I'll talk to the boy tonight.
Well, all right if you say so, Pa. But I won't sit beside him. Caroline, you come and sit by me.
Oh, Ma, that wasn't so terrible.
I don't want to talk about it. I hope your father washes your mouth out with soap and water. Where'd we all be if I started talking about God like that, I'd like to know. We'd be in the speakeasies and nightclubs and places like that. That's where we'd be. All right, Elmer, you can go on now.
What did he say, Ma? I didn't hear what he said.
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm going to stop and give the car a little water, I guess.
All right, Elmer, you know best.
Can I buy some chewing gum, Ma?
I'm not talking to you, Alpha.
Oh, Ma.
Could I have a little water in the radiator to make sure?
Sure can. Air all right? Need any oil or gas?
No, I think not. I just got fixed up in Newark.
Uh-huh.
We're on the right road for Camden, are we?
Yes, ma'am. Keep straight ahead. You can't miss it. Now, you'll be in Trenton in a few minutes. Camden's a great town, lady, believe me.
My daughter likes it fine. My married daughter.
Yeah, it's a great burg, all right. I guess I think so because I was born near there.
Well. Your folks still live there?
No, my old man sold the farm and they built a factory on it. So the folks moved to Philadelphia.
My married daughter Beulah lives there because her husband works in the telephone company. Stop poking me, Caroline. We're all going to see her for a few days.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's been sick, you see, and I just felt I had to go and see her. My husband and my boy are going to stay at the YMCA. I hear they've got a dormitory on the top floor that's real clean and comfortable. Had you ever been there?
No, I'm Knights of Columbus myself.
Oh.
I used to play basketball at the Y, though. Looked all right to me. Well, I guess you're all set now, lady. I hope you have a good trip. You can't miss it.
Well, thanks.
Oh, thank you.
Good luck to you.
Bye.
The world's full of nice people. That's what I call a nice young man.
Yes, he seemed nice.
He looked kind of thin to me, though. I'd like to feed him up for a few days. His mother lives in Philadelphia, and I expect he has to eat in those greasy restaurants.
Ma, you shouldn't have told him all about yourself.
Well, Caroline, you do your way, and I'll do mine.
I'm hungry, Pa. There's a hot dog stand. Can I have one?
Yeah. We'll all have one, eh, Kate? We had such an early lunch.
Just as you think best, Elmer.
Arthur, here's $50. Run over and see what they have.
Elmer, tell Arthur not too much mustard.
Oh, Ma, can't you tell me yourself?
Not too much mustard, Arthur.
All right, Pa.
Come on, Caroline, let's stretch our legs.
I was just going to say the same thing.
Coming, Paul?
No, I'll just stay here, I guess.
All right. Let's go, Caroline. What's that flower over there? I'll take some of those to Beulah.
It's just a weed, Ma.
I like it. My, look at the sky, would you? I'm glad I was born in New Jersey. I've always said it was the best state in the Union. Every state has something no other state's got.
Ma. Aren't you going to speak to Arthur, Ma?
You leave that to me, Caroline.
Here's your hot dogs. Pa has his already.
Thanks, Arthur.
Here's yours, Ma. Ma?
Yes?
Ma, I'm sorry. I'm sorry what I said. I'm sorry.
There. We all say wicked things at times. I know you didn't mean it like it sounded.
I'm sorry, Ma.
No. I forgive you, Arthur. I forgive you. You're a good boy at heart, Arthur, and we all know it. Oh, sakes alive, Caroline. It's too nice a day for us all to be crying. Come on, let's go back to the car. You go up in front with your father, Caroline. Ma wants to sit with her beau. I never saw such children. Your hot dogs are all getting wet. Now chew them fine, everybody. All right, Elmer. Forward march. Caroline, whatever are you doing?
I'm spitting out the leather, Ma.
Then say, excuse me.
Excuse me, please.
Certainly, Caroline, certainly. What's this place? Arthur, did you see the post office?
It said Lawrenceville.
School, kind of. Nice. Wonder what that big yellow house set back was. Now it's beginning to be Trenton.
Papa, it was near here that George Washington crossed the Delaware. It was near Trenton, Mama. He was first in war and first in peace and first in the hearts of his countrymen.
Well, the thing I like about him best was that he never told a lie.
Oh.
There's a sunset for you. There's nothing like a good sunset.
There's an Ohio license in front of us. Ma, have you ever been in Ohio?
No.
Gee, it's nice this time of day.
Ma, what a lot of people there are in the world, Ma. There must be thousands and thousands in the United States. Ma, how many are there?
I don't know. Ask your father.
Pa, how many are there?
There are 126 million, Arthur.
Yes, and they all like to drive out in the evening with their children beside them. Why doesn't somebody sing something, Arthur? You're always singing something. What's the matter with you?
All right, what'll we sing? In the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, by the... No, I don't like that anymore.
Something we can all join in on, Arthur.
Well, let's see. Oh, I know. Row, row, row your boat. Come on, everybody. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily down the stream. Row your boat. Row, row your boat gently down the stream.
Oh, Pa.
I've been working on the railroad.
Yeah.
I've been working on the railroad all the live long day.
Elmer, that sign said Camden. I saw it.
All right, Kate, if you're sure.
Yes, there it is. Camden. 5 miles. Dear old Beulah. Now, children, you be good and quiet during dinner. She's just got out of bed after a big sort of operation, and we must all move around kind of quiet. First, you drop me and Caroline at the door and just say hello, and then you menfolk go over to the YMCA and come back for dinner in about an hour.
Well, I'll be back for dinner, all right.
Oh, I see the first star. Everybody make a wish. Starlight, star bright, first star seen tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. Pins. Mama, you say needles.
Needles.
Shakespeare. Ma, you say Longfellow.
Longfellow.
No, it's a secret, and I can't tell it to anybody. Ma, you make a wish.
I can make wishes without waiting for no star. And I can tell my wishes right out loud, too. Do you want to hear them?
No, Ma, we know 'em already. We've heard 'em. You want me to be a good girl, and you want Arthur to be honest in word and deed.
Yes. So mind yourself.
Caroline, take out that letter from Beulah in my coat pocket by you and read aloud the places I marked with a red pencil.
All right, Pa. A few blocks after you pass the 2 big oil tanks on your left.
There they are.
You come to a corner where there's an A&P store on the left and a firehouse kitty corner to it.
There's the store.
There's the firehouse.
Turn right, go 2 blocks, and our house is Weyerhaeuser Street, number 471.
It's an even nicer street than they used to live in. And right handy to the A&P.
Ma, it's much better than our street. It's richer than our street. Ma, is Beulah richer than we are?
Now mind yourself, Missy. I don't want to hear anybody talking about rich or not rich when I'm around. If people aren't nice, I don't care how rich they are. I live in the best street in the world because my husband and children live there.
There's Beulah.
There's Beulah standing on the steps looking for us.
Hello, Beulah.
Hello, Ma. And you kids.
Hello, Beulah.
Oh, hi, Beulah.
You look good, Beulah.
And Pa, good old Papa. You look tired, Pa. My, look at how Arthur and Caroline are growing.
They're bursting all their clothes.
Yeah.
Yes, your pa needs a rest. Thank heaven his vacation came just now. We'll feed him up and let him sleep late. Pa has a present for you, Lulie. He would go and buy it.
Why, Pa, you're terrible to go and buy anything for me. Isn't he terrible?
Well, it's a secret. You can open it at dinner.
Where's Horace, Lulie?
He was kept over a little at the office. He'll be here any minute. He's crazy to see you all.
All right, now you men go over at the Y and come back in about an hour.
Now, you go straight along, Pa. You can't miss it. It just stares at you. Crazy old Pa going buying things. It's me that ought to be buying things for you, Pa.
No. There's only one Lulie in the world.
Are you glad I'm still alive, Pa?
Oh, stop it, Lulie, stop it. Come on, Arthur, let's go find the Y. We'll be back soon.
Caroline, there's a surprise for you in the backyard. Rabbit?
Chicken?
Nope. Go and see.
Oh, gee, I wonder what it is.
They're 2 new puppies. Oh. You be thinking over whether you can keep one in Newark.
I guess we can. It's a nice house, Beulah. You got just a lovely home.
When I got back from the hospital, Horace had moved everything into it. There wasn't anything for me to do.
It's lovely. Now let me look at my girl. Well, well. When I last saw you, you didn't know me. You kept saying, "When's Mama coming? When's Mama coming?" But the doctor sent me away.
It was awful, Mama. It was awful. She didn't even live a few minutes, Mama. It was awful.
God thought best, dear. God thought best. We don't understand why. We just go on, honey, doing our business. Well, now, what are we giving the men for food tonight?
Well, there's a chicken in the oven.
What time did you put it in?
Oh, Ma, don't go yet. I like to sit here with you this way. You always get the fidgets when we try and pet your Mama.
Well, it's kind of foolish. I'm just an old Newark bag of bones.
Why, Ma, you're good looking. We always said you were good looking. And besides, you're the best Ma we could ever have.
Well, I hope you like me. There's nothing like being liked by your family. Now, I'm going to look at that chicken. You go lie down for a minute and shut your eyes. Have you got everything laid in for breakfast before the store is closed?
Oh, you know. Ham and eggs.
I declare I never could understand what men see in ham and eggs. I think they're horrible. What time did you put the chicken in?
5:00.
Well, now, you just shut your eyes for 10 minutes. Don't worry about a thing. There were 99 that safely lay in the shelter of the fold, but one was out on the hills away, far from the gates of gold.
You have just heard Helen Hayes in The Happy Journey to Trenton and Camden by Thornton Wilder. Miss Hayes will be back in a moment to tell us about next week's Textron Theater play. This year, for the first time in recorded history, it's the men who are complaining that they have positively nothing to wear. As one soldier wrote to his wife from overseas, "I'll need clothes the way a newborn baby needs them. Buy me a complete layette." The perfect answer for him and for millions of men fresh off the transports is Textron menswear. For Textron shorts and Textron pajamas bring to life the comfort and masculine smartness your new civilians used to dream about those nights in far-off foxholes. Textron pajamas are generously proportioned throughout, with trousers that fit and hang like slacks, and jackets so handsomely cut and finished you could wear them for sport shirts. As for the colors, whether stripes or prints or solids, they'll satisfy every man's desire for brightness and conservatism combined. And they're all cut and tailored with the same masterful precision Textron used in making parachutes for war. So build your lucky man's post-war wardrobe on a Textron foundation. He'll toast both Textron and you. And here is Helen Hayes.
Thank you. We're still getting many requests for the souvenir script of My Little Boy, the play we did several weeks ago. I'm glad to say that the copies are now ready and will be mailed as soon as possible. If you would like a copy of My Little Boy, just drop a postcard to me in care of this station. Next week's play is the famous thriller, Angel Street, and we'll have two fine actors as our guests, Sir Cedric Hartwick and Mr. Boris Karloff. Until next week, then, this is Helen Hayes.
The adaptation of The Happy Journey to Trenton and Camden was written by Robert Senadella. The original musical score was composed and conducted by Vladimir Zelinsky. Be sure to watch your newspapers for advertisements of Textron products being featured by stores in your community. Always look for the Textron label, your assurance of strength and beauty blended like music, every step of the way from the raw fiber to the finished Textron masterpiece. This is Frank Gallup. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
KNX, Columbia Square.